Morning agents, welcome to my latest video. My previous releases, or previous uploads, were my flawless raid build and my two bloodsucker builds, one for PvE, one for PvP. So I'm decided to show you the skill build I'm using. It's not really a pure skill build like the way you would expect, but let me just show you. First of all, why you'll see I'm using survivalist here. There's only one reason I'm still using it, is because I haven't finished the technician. So the technician would actually make it a lot better because I'll have the 10% skill power there. You have this artificer. You have all these here at the bottom, these kind of skills, which would actually make it a lot better. And this laser pointer. The fact that I don't have this laser pointer is actually also still a bit of a problem. Which is why I actually need to use the pulse, because if I had this laser pointer, I would not need to use the pulse skill, and I can take this away and swap it out with Seekers or something. Anyway, so once I unlock um, that specialist, then I'll switch to that one and I'll drop survivalist, which I'm using on all the other builds. So first of all, I'm using the custom P for 1/6 again with preservation, Allegro, the same as all the other builds that I have this gun in. Instead, I put in damage to elites in here, 20 rounds, reload speed and stability. The PP19 SMG. I'll just have strain on here because I don't have a better, anything better to use really. I could use this Eminent Guard. I think I should use that really, but this one has protected reload as well, the same as that one. So I think what I'll do is I'll just use Eminence Guard instead. Let me make that change now. Okay, so here I'm still using the survivalist D50 for the transmission at the bottom to transfer the shock. For the mask, I'm using the Night Watcher Killer, the named Night Watcher, with perfect spotter, and I have a utility model in there. I've wrote 47% damage to elites, and it came with 17% skill haste. For the chest, I'm using an killer mask. Um, so that gives me 2-piece killer, which total armor has protection. It came with 13% total armor, 23,000 health, and I had all the 21,000 armor on there. I'm using hazard protection. You'll notice I'm not using berserk or vigilance or anything like that, because I just found it actually being a pain to have enough blues or enough reds to actually run one of the chest talents that I like. So I'm not using any. They have my defensive mod, the new one I picked up yesterday. Armor with some armor, explosive resistance, and total armor. I have two of those, and I have a red mod there, which is the best that I have found. I'm using 2-piece hardwired, and that's basically to have 20% skill power to help out with that a bit. 90% skill ace, and I rolled 40,000 health on here. And there you have my two utility slots. My second piece hardwired is on the knees to fill out my skill power. I've rolled the biggest chunk of skill power I found on the knees as yet. I haven't seen on my sessions, or with my luck I haven't had more than 446. I have a utility mod in there, and another one of those blue mods with explosive resistance. The glove I'm using Fenris. Why I'm using Fenris is for the 10% AR damage. So I could add all the 11% assault rifle on there. I could actually make it 12 or 13% if my luck improved. It hasn't yet. I'm using Terminate for depleting an enemy's armor grants 35% skill damage for 15 seconds. I have a perfect Terminate, but I don't really want to use it because then I lose that AR damage on there. So it's a give or take. So it's one or the other, but I choose the Fenris because I love the 10% AR. I'm using the Sacrifice backpack, name item, Providence, so it gives me 10% skill power. I've rolled 775 skill power on there. It comes with 2% weapon damage, which is almost nothing, and 13,000 armor, and it comes with perfectly on the ropes, which helps out a lot when weapon damage is increased by 20% while all skills are on cooldown. And there's my other damage to elites, and my red mod slot that I have in there. So it's not like the traditional the 3711 or anything like that. Basically, I just took one of the idea that I had with Berserk or with any of those, or with Bloodsucker, the idea that I had until I saw it didn't work. But then I just decided to slot in these two hardwire to get all my yellows from. So I was just basically lucky. Found some good pieces to roll it on. I'm not using a BTS Ugla because I don't need extra skill. Because I'm already the stuff I'm using or the mods that I have are already maxed out. I don't need to have it at 3000. Look at the stats here. It's not a crit build. 4% all weapon, 46% assault rifle. Not that good really. I would actually like it to have it like 60 on my other builds. But with the perfectly on the ropes and the perfect spotter pushes it up really high. So I think then it's worth having a 46% here when I'm not using my skills. So it's still good enough. I have 80% damage to elites. Let me just see what else I have on here. Health regen, protection from elites, from survivors. Like I said, if this will actually fall away once I unlock the technician, then I can have run seekers on here because I have a few good mods with the seekers. I'll prefer actually the cluster, not the bleed ones. Pulse resistance, those actually go up as well. Hazard protection will go up. Bleed resistance, I basically only have 50% hazard protection on here. And the explosive will be only 10% or 10.5 with those blue mods I have. So yes, those are the improvements I'm going to make is once I unlock the technician. I'll take something else here. I'm not going to use bleed because even if I change this into some other build, if I equip the hollow man, because what I would do with PvP, I would use the hollow man over here. I would use this one. I would swap out for PvP, I would use this mask because I don't need to have this over here. The pulse, I could use the seekers. I would actually use the bleed one because I mean everyone now should be running the hollow man unless they are feeling a bit risky. I would actually use the cluster because I have some good mods on here which are better than those ones you show here. I would use that one, and the chem launcher I'll keep there. I'll add a radius mod to it. So that's basically what I'll do once I unlock the technician. Those are the changes I'm gonna make. But for now, this is the build. I'll put up some gameplay hopefully in the next few days once I get some time to play. Some control points or maybe a mission or something. I'll put up gameplay. Anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers guys.